If you've got a counter going, we are now at the number 4. 4 spring transfer portal guys in just around a week or so. Let's talk about the latest addition to Auburn football and what it means for Hugh Freeze and the Auburn Tigers. War Eagle, and welcome back to the channel. My name's Kyle here at E2C Network, where we share the whole Auburn experience. As you're watching or listening today, be sure to drop a comment down below about this particular topic. It will help enter you into our ongoing subscriber giveaway for a signed Auburn football prize package. Details are listed in the description link, and we always want to thank members of our booster club like Devin Wistrom, who help produce videos like this. Isn't this starting to feel like January and early February? Now, it took a little bit of time to get the spring transfer portal going, but boy, is it hot right now with the 4th transfer portal guy in right around a week or so. And this is the 16th overall transfer portal for the 2023 cycle that we're talking about. Who is it? Jaden Muskrat. And may I just go ahead and say, sir, the most unique last name that I've heard in quite some time. Sure, there's going to be pretty of good fun jokes that are going to be made around that particular last name. Jaden comes to us from the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. Several connections there we're going to be discussing. And he will have 2 years of eligibility. And of course, there's that weird, does he have a COVID year out there somewhere? But just know he's got 2 years right now. As always, let's talk about the timeline of events that brought us to this particular point of this commitment. Now, we'll start at the very beginning when he arrived with the Golden Hurricane of Tulsa back in the summer of 2020 and played in his freshman year in 4 games, but he did end up taking a red shirt that year. Now, the next year was when he was starting to get the attention of the staff and get some more playing time, but had to battle through injuries in his redshirt freshman year. His redshirt sophomore year is really where he started getting noticed, though. 11 starts and became the main guy at particularly the right tackle position. Now, he did enter the transfer portal, as we know. That's why we're talking about him here. Back on April 15th, and 2 weeks ago, took a visit to Auburn. And a few weeks after that, obviously, decided to go with Auburn. Now let's talk about some facts about Jaden Muskrat, things that you need to know about what he's bringing to the table for Auburn football. Out of high school, he was a 2 to 3-star prospect. Bentonville West High School and Bentonville, Arkansas is originally where he's from. Obviously an offensive lineman. His measurables are listed at about 6'3", 307 pounds. Now, he did play right tackle at Tulsa, but there is some speculation that he's got some flexibility, especially in what he might be able to fill role-wise here at Auburn, so we'll just watch and see what happens. Now, a few stats about Mr. Muskrat. As always with offensive linemen, it's hard to give you some quantifiable stats, but we'll give you an idea, some picture painting that we can do for what to expect. There are sites out there that grade offensive linemen, and for one game in particular against Temple, I think in 2021, he was graded out at 83%. You do with that what you will. What you can take away is that he is a guy that's been starting for quite some time, 11 starts in his final season at Tulsa. He's also played against good competition there. Yes, he's in a mid-major conference at Tulsa, but he's played against the likes of Ohio State, against a highly ranked Cincinnati team at the time that they played, and even Mississippi State in the Armed Forces Bowl. And now a few storylines about this particular prospect. We mentioned it at the top of this video. It's the 3rd connection we have in this cycle. Well, recruiting-wise, it's 2. Coaching-wise, it's 1 with Tulsa. Philip Montgomery's our new OC. Obviously, you can kind of connect the dots. This guy's coming from Tulsa. Also, Dylan Wade was the first transfer out of there. So 3 great things have come to Auburn from Tulsa, and Philip has done a great job bringing in the guys that he thinks can help with this rejuvenation of Auburn's offensive line, and obviously Jaden's going to factor into that. You also can go with the storyline of Arkansas fans. They really thought they were going to get this guy. He's an Arkansas guy after all, at least where he was from originally. It's nice to still win out from under them. And now that we know a little bit about the player, let's talk about what it means for Auburn football. We'll start with the numbers for this class. It is the 37th commit and signee now for Auburn in this class. You want to talk about changing over? I guess you could look at Colorado for real changeover, but this is pretty significant. It's the 17th overall offensive signee as well, and the 9th offensive lineman in this class. Now let's look at his future. What is his playing opportunities when he arrives here onto campus? And now we're going to look at the depth chart, but reminder, he is a guy with a lot of experience, so that's going to help him and the coaches when it comes time to make those decisions. Now, who just left? Colby Smith is a guy who just left us into the transfer portal. Essentially, he's filling his spot. So who's left of significant playing time from the previous season? Tate Johnson and Jeremiah Wright. Now, Tate's been suffering with some injuries the last couple of seasons, so that's probably going to factor into this as well. Who else is coming in? A lot of the names that we've talked about in previous videos that you should go check out. The likes of Gunnar Brenton, Avery Jones, Isaiah Miller, and plenty others as well. So go check those out if you haven't. Now, you could really make the case that he's going to fit right in with the completely new look there, but he's still got to battle it out with Jeremiah Wright, and it really just depends on what position he ends up playing. Right tackle, left tackle, or even on the inside. We do always like to talk about where these guys are from because it's important for regional recruiting battles, helping build pipelines into different areas. We mentioned he's from Arkansas and is the first, believe it or not, even as big as this class is, from the state of Arkansas. Now, Auburn traditionally, at least in the past, has done a really good job of going into Arkansas and plucking out the best of that. Now, this is the unconventional route because it's the transfer portal, but still having an avenue, a connection into that state could be helpful in building that old historical avenue that we had there. And finally, what does this commitment mean for this 2023 class, but specifically at the offensive lineman position? And as we pointed out, Colby Smith's spot was vacated and has now been filled, so that's done and over with. And I don't really know if we're going to bring anybody else in. Right now, you've got 15 guys that are listed on the roster here at Auburn now. So it feels like that's enough. But as Coach Hugh Freeze has often said, if there's a guy out there who can make us better and wants to be here, we're going to bring him in. But I'd say for now, we're pretty good. There you have it, my thoughts on your brand new commitment and brand new transfer offensive lineman, Jaden Muskrat. Would love to hear your thoughts about him down in the comments section below. Be sure to do that to be entered into that subscriber giveaway, and you need to be subscribed to be a part of that, so take care of that as well. As always, check out the links in the description for ways that you can help support us here at E2C Network, where we share the whole Auburn experience. War Eagle.